Y'all want you to think about this. What in your life holds no purpose? And I'll just put in a positive perspective, like what in your life has purpose that you need to elevate? Because the more you spend time in purposeless things, the more your life will be unfulfilled, period. Some of us go every single day around purposeless people, doing purposeless things, around purposeless environments that don't do anything for our life except stress our life out. That don't do anything in our life except give us pain. That don't do anything in our life except put more confusion in our life. My prayer every single day, God, if there's no purpose in it, free me from it. And God told me, hey, free yourself from it. Take action. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't want to waste any time of my life doing things, around things, involving myself in things, people, things that don't hold no purpose. Everything in my life is purpose. Everything in my life is on purpose. Everything in my life is doing and being purpose. And I know that might sound extreme, but I'm trying to get the best out of my life like you should too. So the question I ask you again is, how many of you in here, right, are around things that are purposeless, that hold no purpose, that don't do anything for you? And some of us, we spend our time, right? We spend our time, our precious time, the greatest luxury, in things that hold no purpose. That is a perfect recipe to wasting your life. Some of us, we around people that waste our life. We do watch things that waste our life. We engage in things every single day that waste our life. We live, as I like to say, in wasted time, wasted minutes. And we wonder why when we get to a certain time in our life, we're like, dang, man, I didn't do anything with my life. Dang, I got so much regret. Dang, I lived a wasted life. Start living in purpose. So ask yourself that every single day. I know it's a simple question. I know it's so common sense, but practice it, baby. Okay, I know it's so common sense that we overlook the simple things, but it's the simple things that create major change in our life. Please understand that. So just go down a list of your life. Go down your actions. This is tactical. Go down your actions and ask yourself, okay, with the things that I do every single day, does it hold purpose? Does it lead me closer to the person that I want to be in my life? Simple question. And then act accordingly. Now, some things you got to do. Maybe you had a job that holds no purpose and you want to get out that job. I would tell you to work towards that. Okay, to work towards that. Or even if you're at the job that holds no purpose, find purpose in the job. If you can't change your situation, change your mindset towards it. Sometimes you got to be the purpose. Sometimes you got to create the purpose in the purposeless things. Then go down the list of people in your life. Okay, and I know a lot of us like this part, right? We like to do this with people. We don't like to do it with self, but we like to do it with people. And say, man, what purpose do these people hold in my life? Then act accordingly. If they hold no purpose in your life, why are they taking all of your time? If they hold no purpose in your life, why are they in close proximity of your life? Because I'll tell you right now, some of you are around, this is a part of the podcast, weak mindsets. And you wonder why your mindset is weak. Some of you around sheep and you expecting to be a lion. And you wonder why you thinking you're a lion, but you ban all the time, right? Because you're around sheep. You're around weak mindsets. You're around comfortable mindsets. You're around complaining mindset and you think it ain't gonna rub off on you. So go down that list. What purpose does this have? Then last but not least, and I'll give you this, man. And please understand, these are tools, y'all. Simple tools that you can use that will help change. People that's how did you get to a place in your life? I did the simple things that we mostly overlook. Common sense. Last category. And I'll leave with this. Go down the list of how you spend your time. How you spend your time. You can go down today and say, okay, today I'm gonna really evaluate how I spend my time. And ask yourself, did I spend my time in purpose? Or did I spend my time in pointless? I like that right there. Did I spend my time in purpose? Or did I spend my time in pointless? What are you talking about, Trent? Was it pointless that I was in this environment that did nothing for me? Was it pointless being around this person that's just gossiping about other people and I'm listening to their drama? Was it pointless or was it purposeful? Ask yourself that. Because when you do pointless things, you get pointless prizes. When you do purposeful things, you get purposeful results. And so I know everything isn't going to change overnight, but if I'm you going into this next year, bro, I am letting go of all pointless things in my life. If it holds no purpose in it, you need to free yourself from it. And I'm just speaking facts. It don't mean you need to live a life of isolation. I ain't preaching that, because we need people. But you need people that are locked in with purpose, that are living a life full of intention and not doing pointless. Like, get away from that, bro. Get away from pointless. You know what I mean? Things that aren't doing anything for them and they ain't doing nothing for you, because y'all heard this a million times, and here's 1,000,003. What you surround your life around will surely persuade it. You do realize that, right? Some of you, I've been here too, so I can talk. We friends, right? Y'all ain't getting in your feelings. Hopefully not. Some of you are surrounding your life around, and you've been around environments and people that are doing a lot of pointless stuff. Some of you have been around environments and people that do nothing but complain. Some of you have been around environments, and this is going to hurt, man. I get it, but I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all know me, man. Been around people who just content with average. Now, I know average is subjective, but they just content with that. And you want to live a legendary life. You want to meet your potential, live in your potential. Forget meeting it. You want to live in your potential. You want to take your life to another level. You want to change, but you're around people that are addicted to staying the same. You want to be great, but you're around people who are addicted to being average. To being average. You know what I mean? And it ain't nothing wrong with them. I'm not talking down on anybody, but I'm just giving you the reality. If you don't change your environment, or you don't change your mindset towards your environment will change you. Thanks for the love. I appreciate you, Alexa. Thank you so much. But do y'all get that? I said Alexa. Alexa thought I was thanking her. But do y'all get that? Like, and I don't want to say, like, I know that sounds kind of insensitive, but it's just facts. Like, when we surround our life around pointless, there's no purpose in it. And what's scary is majority of people do that. If you ask yourself that question, what purpose does this hold? A lot of times we'd be like, this holds no purpose. So why are you spending your time doing it? Why? You living like you ain't got an expiration date, bruh. You living like that you Teflon, that you can't be, that you ain't gonna have a demise at some point. So why are we spending this precious giving life? And I know some people, time is an illusion. Whatever you feel, cool. But while you here breathing, why are you doing things that hold no purpose at all? And you're expecting to grow. So things you need to let go of too. This is just a extra credit. Let go of complaining, bruh, if you ain't changing. I'm tired of seeing it. And I know, like I told y'all, man, I'm on a different tune. Like, this New Beginnings Challenge got me on a different tune. I know, like, I give y'all tough love. It's going to be a lot of that, because I don't want you to make next year the same year. Not on my watch. I don't want you to make next year the same year. But a lot of us, what we do, we need to let go of complaining. That's all we do. We professional complainers. We just complain. Oh my gosh, but we don't change. If you're going to complain, cool, but at least change it. Don't complain and do nothing about it and just sit there and spend your whole entire life being a complainer. And that's it. You got to get sick and tired of that. You got to let go of complaining, being around complainers. Like, let go of all of that. Because some of us, we are so, and y'all hear this on the podcast, some of us, we are so addicted to complaining that we don't, I'm gonna let this breathe for a moment, because I want y'all to hear me with this. And I was this person too at a point in my life, y'all. So I can speak to you like this, okay? It's all love. It's all love. My man Mary said, complaining, no solution has to go. There you go. There you go. That's it. Listen to this. Some of us have been so addicted to complaining that we don't even realize that we hold the power to create the solution. Just let that simmer in your soul just for a little bit. Let that simmer in your soul just for a little bit. I'm going to repeat that. I want y'all to write this down, because I want y'all to write it. And I want to see it. Let's quote this, everybody in here. Some of us, you ain't got to put some of us are addicted to complaining. So addicted to complaining that we don't realize that we hold the power to create the solution. You are the solution. And so I see you, Jenny. I would talk about that. I'm just reading your messages right quick, and I see what you're asking. But again, Jenny, you got the solution. I'm gonna be real with you. Yes, hard times have an effect on you. Bad relationships have an effect on you. But realize that you are the solution. You are. You can get through things. I don't have time to talk about moving on from things like that. But I will tell you that you are the solution. And everybody in here needs to understand that. You are the solution to your problems. You are. You might not know the answer, but you're the solution. What do you mean by that, Trent? You're the solution means that you can find the answer. You're the solution means that you can make the choice. You're the solution means that you can stop accepting it. You're the solution means that you can give yourself permission to grow, right? You are the solution. What we allow in our life, we give permission to. Do y'all realize that? So when you gonna start giving yourself permission to be the solution? That's all that I want y'all to think about. Give yourself permission to be the solution. You didn't give yourself permission to be the complainer. You didn't give yourself permission to stay around pointless. Give yourself permission to live in purpose and to be the solution. Now, again, you're a human, right? We're gonna have times where we complain, but you need to be able to catch yourself from just being a professional complainer and say, okay, I'm complaining about this. How can I change this? How can I change what I'm complaining about? Because that's when life changes, y'all. So I want to tell each and every one of you, that's the how. Please don't ask me. That's the how. We ask how. That's the how. You make the decision. That's it. And I'm not getting frustrated, but I'm getting fired because everybody's how. How is you make the choice. That's how. That's simply it. People say, how do I get out of a toxic relationship? I know it's not as, it's a little bit more complicated, but you leave. That's the how, right? We got to stop thinking about the how so much and start really locking into the why. Y'all feel me with that? Some of us, we get so stuck on the how. How do I do this? How do I change my life? How this, how that? And we sit there and we don't do anything because we're thinking about the how. Forget the how. Think about the reason why and then make a choice. That is the how. Then you can figure the rest out later. But you have to make the choice. That is the how. Stop thinking about some 4-step process, 5-step process. That is the how. Make the choice. Period. So if you're around pointless things in your life, you say, Trent, how do I stop being around pointless things in my life? You make the choice to say, I'm no longer going to be around this. That's the how. And yes, maybe you communicate. You got to communicate with people. And I know it's not as easy as said than done, but that is the how. Period. Okay? So let's stop. And I've been getting this for years. Trent, how? That's the how. Some of us, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. But I told this to the group earlier, okay? I told this to the group earlier, and I'll tell it to you. When you are going to new destinations, let me put this in common sense terms. When you have anybody in here, just drop a heart, drop a thumbs up. Has anybody in here been to a new destination in their life, right? You went to a different city, maybe a different school, maybe a different job, just somewhere new that you've never been before, and it was uncomfortable. right? You like, this is just uncomfortable. Maybe you were nervous. You didn't know anybody, right? You didn't know like your surroundings. Just drop a heart and thumbs up. Just let me know. Y'all, okay, cool. I see a lot of hearts and thumbs up. Cool. Okay. It is the same with your life, y'all. Some of us, we're expecting to have like immediate confidence, and maybe you can, but we're expecting to have immediate confidence, like Nike, just do it, you're right. Immediate confidence in something that's new, right? It's gonna be uncomfortable, y'all. When you're going to a new destination in your life, just like if you were going to a new destination in this world, it's gonna be uncomfortable because you're going somewhere that you've never been before. So yes, if you're leaving something that you're so used to, you never really experienced life without it, it's gonna be uncomfortable. Your brain's gonna be like, alert, alert, like we never been here before, like fear, anxiety, everything heightens. We never been here before. We're on guard, alert, watch. Your brain isn't used to it. But as you stay there, just like when you move to a new city, the more you stay there, what happens? You become adjusted to it. You become more confident in it. And it's the same with your life, y'all. As you move into new territories, you will be uncomfortable at first, but as you stay there, as you continue to grow in there, as you continue to embrace what's in there, that growth in you, that healing that's taking place in you, that progression that you're experiencing, as you continue to just sit with it and embrace it, what happens? You become more confident because you're like, okay, I'm here. And your brain adjusts. Your brain now takes off the alert guards of fear and all this stuff. It's like, oh, we're used to this. We've been here. So that's why it's important, y'all, to make a choice. That's why it's important. And don't wait 10, 15 years, 20 years to make a choice that you need to make today. Like, stop waiting and start creating your life. Stop waiting and start creating your healing. Stop waiting and start creating your progression. Stop waiting and start creating your greatness. Stop waiting. Stop waiting and start creating. Right? Some of us, we should have made decisions 20 years ago. And I know 20 years is done. Or 10 years ago, last year. Stop being indecisive. Indecision is still a decision. It's a decision that you're choosing to accept what you shouldn't accept. Decide, then adjust, make a choice, then adjust, get comfortable in your choice, get used to it, and then you become confident, y'all. That's the how, man. Like, so please, and I'm not telling you don't ask how, like I'm not getting on the person to ask, but I just got to say that because some of us, we're so paralyzed by the how. We want a 10-step process, and even that 10-step process, most people still ain't gonna do it. Because it's not blatant change. Like y'all want like your body's just like be good with like overnight. Like I want to be just healed. I made a choice. Where's my healing? Doesn't work like that. This thing up here is very complicated. And this thing takes some rewiring, some reprogramming, some readjusting. Right? That's why my prayer every single day is God, renew my mind. That's my biggest prayer. God, renew my mind. That's it. Renew my mind, God. Simple prayer. Y'all see my prayers on TikTok. Right? My prayers are very simple. They're not complicated. Dear God, please renew my mind. That's it. Those simple words, because I know in the renewal of my mind will create the renewal of my life over time. It won't happen overnight, but I want God to just, God, please renew my mind so I can shift my perspective. God, renew my mind so I can open up my eyes to what I really need in my life. Right? And that's what we need. Some of us in here just need a renewal of the mind. And that's what I'm trying to influence on you today.